Hello, my beautiful and talented people. Thank you for everybody who's been liking, sharing, subscribing, commenting, and booking readings. I deeply appreciate it. I hope that you are all doing well. Today we are asking about love coming your way. We have pile 1, pile 2, pile 3, and pile 4. Just take a moment, figure out which one feels right for you, and we're going to move forward. So if you do want a free reading, I'm going to give away 2 as soon as I hit 9,000 subscribers. So just be subscribed and comment, and you are in the running for that. And it's time for my gorgeous pile number 1s. Love coming your way for the gorgeous pile number 1s. Love coming your way. 9 of Pentacles. 4 of Wands. I'm almost getting like a state of expanded, or a state of personal self-love and security is going to lead to a steady, stable relationship. Something where it is balanced on both sides. We've got the Page of Swords, so there is maybe a need to be observant and move forward from difficult, dramatic situations. That it doesn't mean that you have to move forward from any issue at all, but 5 of Swords happens right before the 6 of Swords. 6 of Swords is essentially moving forward from any no-win situations in your life. So if you're dealing with no-win situations with people, make sure that you're moving forward from them. It's not that you should not put energy and effort, but I'm really getting that investing in yourself is leading to long-term, steady, stable relationships. Something that is beautiful, something that is a blessing, something that is probably a marriage. We've got the 4 of Wands, we have the Hierophant. So formalized commitment, balanced. 2 of Cups. So 2 people equally giving, and with the Queen of Swords, again, there's a need to look and evaluate, and there's also a need to like have boundaries. Just because know that maybe you moving on from, you know, no-win situations and no longer participating in any of those is moving you towards joy, is moving you towards commitment, is moving you towards equal reciprocated love. Well, it's not necessarily new love, but it's love coming your way. 8 of Pentacles, there is a need for some kind of practical work, energy, and effort. King of Pentacles. King of Pentacles is steady, stable, somebody that really truly has their stuff together, somebody who is very committed. We have the 5 of Wands, and we have that over the 2 of Cups. So I think that if you notice in this card, it is about conflict, but part of the conflict is every character in this card is doing something different. They have different objectives. They don't make sense with other people's objectives. I'm not stating that your objectives don't make sense. I'm simply stating that if somebody is not on the same page, new beginning in love. New beginning in love. Because I see a new beginning in love, and it's coming from a place of personal power and self-worth. And, you know, we're all works in progress, so there might be some working towards getting there, but the blessings are huge. We have companionship. Giving someone your complete presence is an astonishing gift. So a reminder to be truly present, and also pick people who are truly present with you. Inner strength, yeah. Especially with that a 9 of Pentacles. I feel like the love, the overwhelming, maybe not overwhelming, this overflowing cup of love. Like, don't be afraid of being strong. Don't be afraid of being secure. Respect tragedy. Give it all the tears it needs. If you are moving away from no-win situations, there's nothing wrong with grieving it. There's nothing wrong with... in fact, we do need to grieve our losses. But I feel like it's important to see yourself with compassion and also see others with compassion. But also accept that if people are genuinely not on the same page, be willing to accept what you see. Ceremony, honor how far you come. All right. We have companionship, ceremony, several marriage cards. I feel like there is and the King of Pentacles, which is a potentially ideal marriage partner. So, while everybody is a human being, none of us are perfect. There are people that are much more compatible for ourselves. So, and doing everything you can to build yourself up is going to put you in line with somebody who is on the same page and has that same energy. So, I see that this is something that very much is likely to lead to marriage, but there is a need to make sure that you're happy with yourself. In the sense that regardless of what anybody else does, you are just simply good enough. And then it's just a matter of deciding who is on the same page with that. So I hope that this helped you. If you want a free reading, I'm going to give away 2 as soon as I hit 9,000 subscribers. So just be subscribed and comment, and you are in the running for that. Thank you so much. And it's time for my gorgeous pile number 2s. Love coming your way. Pile number 2, love coming for pile number 2. 3 of Cups. Hanged Man. Queen of Pentacles. The Hierophant. So we have Queen of Pentacles and the Hierophant, which tend to be highly committed cards. And we also have the 3 of Cups, which is, it can be somewhat frivolous energy. It can be a good time. Maybe there's a need to have fun. And, you know, it's certainly a good time, but it seems like there's some kind of disconnect here. Because we've got the Hanged Man, and the Hanged Man is a need to to see things in a different light in order to move forward. And I have a commitment and a very committed person on one side, and I have a good time on the other. And I don't think that they necessarily have to be mutually exclusive. But I think that there's maybe a need to like make some kind of clear decision on what you want. Because in order for there to be this very steady, stable, official relationship, there's perhaps a need to choose somebody that fits in with that steady, stable relationship. Nothing... Yes, it's very interesting. Love coming your way. The Sun. There is going to be a lot of potential clearing and a lot of blessings, a lot of happiness, but there might be some blockages. Some blockages that may keep you from seeing things in a different light. So we've got the Nine of Cups, and the Nine of Cups is about our personal happiness and satisfaction. And, you know, being truly happy with ourselves, leading to wish fulfillment. And we have the Ace of Pentacles. So there is a potentially some very steady, stable offer. Something that will lead to a traditional commitment. Love coming your way, pile number 2. Eight of Pentacles. There is some need for real, tangible effort and energy. Something needs to be worked on. We have the Six of Cups. And it's funny because we have, it's going over the Seven of Wands. Make sure that you're not blocking really tender, kind relationships for you. We also have Judgment, which is learning from our cycles so we don't relive them. And we have the Sun coming out again, which is blessings, which is happiness, which is joy. So know that these things are here for you. Love coming your way. Compassion. Oh, this came out before. There is a need to not only see yourself with compassion, but make sure that you're using that, you know, using that compassion with others, because I feel like you're this connection that is going to be very lovely and sweet. We have Divine Feminine and Compassion. So this may be with a Divine Feminine, you as a divine, you being your divine self. Find that person that isn't afraid to be the first on the dance floor as long as it's with you. So there's somebody that's willing to be celebratory and joy-filled, and definitely wants to be with you in that state. So again, we have the Suns coming out twice. That's a lot of joy, that's a lot of blessings, but that's also a lot of clarity. Divine abundance. You were born to align with love's will. Follow the Tao and serve something beyond the ego. Learn to be abundance, not chase it. Yeah, I feel like you being in your state of joy, you being satisfied, and you also like getting some clarity, getting like know that what you really want, and know what is actually in alignment with what your long-term goal is, because it should be somebody that's, it does seem like, willing to make a fool out of themselves as long as you're having a good time with them. Somebody that recognizes who you are and all your awesomeness. Somebody that you aren't going to have, that you are not necessarily going to have to chase. Dance, move with the rhythm of your soul. There could be something to do with dance here. Because we have a few dance cards and maybe a need to like have some celebratory moments. But I do think it does seem like you're being asked to be able to tell the difference between what can be a really committed partner for you and what's perfectly fine in human beings, but not going to actually give you what you need. So I feel like there's some ask to make sure that you're prioritizing what you actually want, not trying to make things that don't fit the bill. So I hope that helps you. I really appreciate you. If you do want a free reading, I'm going to give away 2 as soon as I hit 9,000 subscribers. So be subscribed and comment, and you are in the running for that. Deeply appreciate you. If you want to book with me, my email's in the description right below the timestamps. And it's time for pile number 3. Pile number 3, my gorgeous angels. Love coming your way. Pile number 3. Love coming your way. Star. Hope, healing, rebirth. Well, it's kind of a rebirth card, but it's not truly a rebirth card. Somebody that is maybe meant to be on your path. Ooh, a need to discern. Because we have the 7 of Cups and we have the 5 of Wands. And we have the Star, which is healing, which is, you know, something really great coming your way. And we have the Wheel of Fortune, which is fortune moving in your favor. But there's a need. I think that there's a need to be in alignment with that. Because we have the 5 of Wands and the 7 of Cups. The 7 of Cups has a lot of options, but not every option's that, you know, not every option is an option that leads to something good. And with the 5 of Wands, there's conflict or, you know, potentially not being on the same page. I'm almost getting like the universe is trying to give you some wish fulfillment, and there's a need to not be in conflict with your own wish fulfillment. Clarity on the 5 of Wands, Ace of Pentacles. It is a steady, stable, new beginning, a real offer. And then we have on top of the 7 of Cups, which is a need for discernment, possibly illusions. And we have the 6 of Pentacles, which is about equal give and take. Clarity on the Wheel of Fortune, justice. Look, if your karmic balance is coming for you in a very good way, I think that there's a need for you not to block equal give and take, because these are both balance cards. This is something very stable, something very real. And these are both healing cards, and there is harmony. So I'm getting healing and harmony. But with the 7 of Cups, I feel like there's going to be a need to look at things clearly. There's a need to ask yourself, you know, am I prioritizing the right things? Because, like, you're getting major arcana and major arcana, like big things, and major arcana, big, like the universe has big things planned for you. Things that are going to lead to balance for you. Things that are going to lead to abundance for you. Hope, healing, harmony. But I think that you need to be open to them. Knight of Pentacles. Knight of Pentacles is the most prudent knight. They are also the slowest knight because there is a plan. I'm going to get more clarity on that later. We have the Nine of Swords. The Nine of Swords are our thoughts and our fears, keeping us just overwhelmed and in fear and maybe not sleeping. Five of Pentacles, which is about not feeling like your needs are getting met, being left out in the cold. And we have the Hanged Man. There is a different perspective that needs to be seen. And this does not mean that maybe you haven't experienced loss. But this, you're supposed to be experiencing give and take in equal measure. And I think that there is a need to evaluate any kind of illusions that you might have. So know that despite like dealing with, you know, fear and other things like that, like you have so many blessings that are just being brought to you. So we have the Six of Cups and the Star yet again. So there's no matter how anxious and fearful you may be feeling, there is love, there is wish fulfillment, and it's meant to balance the scales for you, and it's going to be brought to you. Clarity on the Five of Pentacles, Eight of Pentacles, and the Key. Eight of Pentacles is the necessary effort and hard work that we need to put in to build something. And the Key, now, well, the Key is just about it being key, but I feel like there's something more I want to grab regarding that, so I'm going to pull it. Temperance. All right, even if you're dealing with some sort of loss right now, or you're feeling like left out in the cold, like anything that you can do towards your own emotional balance is going to be good. But like healing, these are so many healing cards and so many like harmony cards and an equal give and take card. I feel like it's just really important that instead of focusing on loss and being maybe left out in the cold, just because we cannot control other people and everybody gets to have bad taste, but know that like healing's coming for you, balance is coming for you, and part of what going to align you with that is maybe anything you can do to create more harmony and emotional balance in your life. But it should not be about high highs and low lows. Clarity on the Knight of Pentacles, a new beginning. And we have the Nine of Cups, which is about happiness, bringing wish fulfillment. Lots of wish fulfillments, lots of healing, lots of balance, lots of things being balanced in your favor. We have the Seven of Pentacles and the Birds. So the Seven of Pentacles can either be, you know, some kind of investment that was made, and there being a message about that, or maybe there is a message about where you're making your investments in people. And we have the Hanged Man and the Child. Now, there could be a literal child, but I think that there may be a need to look at how we react from our inner child. Because I feel like looking at something in a different way regarding that is leading to a brand new beginning. And I've got so much balance, and there may be a lot of fear, but there's just so much healing. So there's a need to make sure that you're building yourself up to be as strong and personally secure that you can be. We have that Seven of Pentacles again. That's maybe a lot of energy and effort has been put in somewhere. Or maybe the universe is trying to give you back, because there's so many balance cards, like what you have put in. But again, what you have put in, like sometimes what we put in with some people, we don't get it back from that same person. So clarity on the Seven of Pentacles, the Lovers. So there is something about, I feel like bringing some kind of spiritual connection, because there are way too many major arcanas here. But it's about peace, it's about balance, and there's a need to make sure that you are in the driver's seat of your own life, and know that that's leading to not only a steady, stable offer, but a new emotional beginning that is leading to overflowing love. So like you've got the Star, you've got the Six of Cups, you've got the Lovers, you've got the Ace of Cups. So know that you're about to be really blessed. Just make sure that you're ready to let that happen. Because I feel like I should pull some of these. Any other advice for pile number 3? Worth. You have been worthy to belong to love all along, without any need to improve. In fact, you are love itself. You are already worthy. You are already good enough. You always have been. And you just are going to have a new chapter. And it's not about you lacking worth. It's about you having these balanced reciprocal relationship. Computers, upgrade your mental software. Yeah, I definitely saw that. Like, make sure that you're not running any bad programming from your childhood. It's not as easy, it can be a lot of hard work creation. So know that, things are being, there is an act of creation here, but you're looking at a new beginning. You are worthy, and you have always been worthy. Just to make sure that you can reprogram what's ever going on in your head to also believe that you are worthy, because it's just true. Use the time you have just the way you like it. So I think there is a need to focus on what brings you joy. What should you put your time and energy into? Because with that Seven of Pentacles going out a few times, I feel like that's about investment for the future. That's about growing something for later. That's about planting seeds. But make sure that you're planting seeds in fertile fields. I hope that this helps. If you do want a free reading, I'm going to give away 2 as soon as I hit 9,000 subscribers. Just be subscribed and comment, and you are in the running for that. I deeply appreciate you. And it's time for our gorgeous pile number 4s. Love coming your way. Love coming your way. Pile number 4. Church, temple, mosque. Recognize your spiritual authority. Was grabbing these ones last, but I don't know. You may meet this person. in a religious organization, or it's important for you to continue to embrace your own spiritual agency. Energetic clearing. During crises, the Holy One herself may be emptying you of fear and attachments, preparing you to receive her luminous plan. I'm getting like there's a very, very strong spiritual path for these people. Forgiveness. Now, I am on the fence sometimes about forgiveness, just because I think it can often be enabling for people who do harm, and hard on people who have genuinely been wronged. Like it is their responsibility to be forgiving, and not necessarily the other person's responsibility for no longer causing harm. Now, I think that it is important that we do not let people haunt us forever. And maybe there's a need for self-forgiveness, and maybe forgiving those who have wronged you may be helpful. However, if it does not feel, if it feels like that is a betrayal of yourself so that you can be this hugely better person, make sure that you're also practicing some self-compassion, and realize that there, in addition to forgiveness, which is a powerful tool, there are other ways to release people who are simply unworthy of any of your energy. Forgiveness is, however, one strong way of doing that. We have communication. So we have energetic clearing, we have spirituality, we have forgiveness, and we have communicating. And there is quite possibly somebody who will communicate with you asking for forgiveness or in some kind of need of forgiveness. But I think that it's also important to honor yourself and your experience. Now, it may be easy to forgive some things, but other things may be truly unforgivable. So don't make yourself feel wrong because somebody else harmed you. Don't spend your entire life, getting lost in someone else harming you. Because they don't deserve that much energy either. But I know this is a complicated thing on forgiveness, but I have some kind of win, I have some kind of judgment, I have an ability to look at something in a different light. And maybe you being able to look at something in a different light is going to allow you to have forgiveness. So with the Six of Wands, I'm getting, regarding love, you're going to gain something like victory. And that's I feel like that's a somewhat weird thing to get in love, but it's kind of a culmination of learning from past cycles and seeing things in some kind of different way. Either it's going to be a lot of energy and effort, or it has taken a lot of energy and effort. We have the Seven of Wands and guilt. I do think that perhaps there is somebody that is very guilty. Are you guilty? Is this... No, I feel like, and it's quite possible, because we have the Seven of Wands. The Seven of Wands is, often creating a boundary about what we will, like not letting someone go further than that boundary. And there's some kind of guilt, and there's some kind of 10 of... So it is quite possible that somebody that somebody's going to, it's quite possible that somebody's going to start communicating with you, seeking forgiveness, maybe offering you some kind of a victory. I feel like there's going to be some kind of open communication. And there is a need to use judgment, but it does seem like you have a strong judgment. What do they need to know about love coming their way? A new beginning in passion. An emotionally balanced and harmonious relationship. Again, a new beginning, maybe some sort of risk. And the Four of Cups. Again, this is maybe somebody that is going to come seeking forgiveness. Maybe start communicating versus that. They may fear that you will reject them. They quite possibly have rejected you. If they have, they feel it's something that always kind of gets to them. We have another new beginning, which is the Rider and the Nine of Cups. I feel like you may have very much, if you received a rejection, you might have very much chosen your own personal happiness and moved forward. I think that it might have made this other person conflicted. It's very interesting. Love coming your way, pile number 4. 5 of Swords. Again, this is somebody I've got with the 5 of Swords, which is like no-win situations, somebody really not being fair. We've got the Empress, which is somebody just being their best self, and I think, you know, removing, I'm just seeing you removing yourself from some kind of situation in which, you know, it was set up for you to fail. 2 of Wands. I feel like you may have some kind of decision, because I think that somebody's going to communicate and ask for forgiveness. And I think that it's important that they come in as the Emperor to your Empress, somebody that is has got their stuff together, who is focused on you, because I think that it is also important to pay attention, because we have the 5 of Swords. Make sure that this is not current energy, because if this person has poor priorities, if this person, you know, wants to keep every single option on the table, no matter how awful the option is, there's a decision. So I feel like you may be put into a decision, because it's energetic and clear. This might be somebody that you have really been moving forward regarding. It's not that you don't have any affection or love for this person, but you're not willing, but yeah, I feel like somebody here messed up. Somebody had a very unclear vision, and the other person chose, you know, their own happiness and emotional security. And there's probably going to be a choice with perhaps a partner trying to step up, but a partner who truly needs forgiveness, if that is what is going to happen. Know that you don't need to. This is only if that is something that feels good and right to you. We've got the Queen of Swords. And again, that Two of Wands. So we have the Nine of Pentacles, which could be choosing to be single. Is there another person here? Because I feel like an Emperor and an Empress. And I've got the Queen of Swords. Is the Queen of Swords different from the Empress? I'm not necessarily getting that. I'm getting that I think that you're going to have somebody who's going to come forward and ask for forgiveness. And I think that there is an option. This may be somebody that you do have a very strong spiritual connection with. That maybe that I don't think acted well. Like, there's a reason why they need forgiveness. And again, just because, well, I say need forgiveness, they need forgiveness. Whether, you know, like you get to make your decisions. And really someone, you know, like you don't, if someone has really done wrong by you and you really don't want to deal with that experience again, you have every right to not choose it and continue to choose yourself. It does look like somebody is, maybe because of very strong boundaries that were put up, is trying to step up. The question is, are they doing it too late for you? And you'll know. So, persistence. Know that this person might be persistent. It's be good to people. It all comes back to you. Oh my gosh. I think that that's very much being the case. And I feel like there is somebody that, because I feel like there's somebody that might have put a lot of work and effort, but it doesn't erase what might have been done. And, you know, all the good efforts, you know, I feel like an energy of somebody who's always rising above, and the energy of somebody who did that once they were cleared out of the energy because they were not doing right, and they were not being clear, and they were not being fair. So we've got flow. Allow me, divine, to move with the flow and respond with calmness and peace. So I feel like it is important to not necessarily stop the flow, but no, you get, you know, like you get to have your own choices here. Food, eating, be mindful of the thoughts that you are ingesting. So I think that it's important, because this is calmness and peace. Be mindful of the thoughts you are ingesting. I feel like the more that you can keep yourself in a emotional state that allows things to flow is good. And for some of you, you may very well want to forgive this person. Reinvention. Because there is a real possibility that this person has gone through a big reinvention of who they are. But again, there's a reason why the Two of Wands is there. There's a reason why the Four of Cups are there. Because I'm not sure how every last one of you will make that decision. But I feel like I feel like somebody from the past that, you know, you probably have some very strong emotional connection is coming forward. And there is an option to choose forgiveness. And this person does look like that they've put energy and effort. And there is a potential to see things in a different light, but definitely, because the Five of Swords was still there, make sure that this person is backing things up with their actions. Because the best apology is always change behavior. So, I wish you the best. I deeply appreciate you. Thank you so much.